What's up? Edio sexy. Not gains. A little relaxed. What's up, y'all? Am I going to the CrossFit Games by chance? We're here in Madison. I'm going tomorrow. Is it the most convenient time possible? I mean, inconvenient, or is this actually convenient? That's sweet. Do my biking. It's fucking chest. It's benched. Do a bunch of push-ups and flies. Which is good. Pretty pumped for the CrossFit Games though. Last year I went and got a bunch of free shit. Question when? Then right as I pick up my phone to watch some YouTube. Nice. Well, that is perfectamundo. Yeah, last year I mogged all the CrossFitters in like some of the competitions I had. So, pumped it again. Win some free shit again. What's the question, Eddie? There we go. Feeling my pain in my left knee on hyperextension. So, you probably have your legs completely locked out and they shouldn't be. I always tell people to shove their calves back into like the pad as hard as they possibly can before you even start. And there should be a slight knee bend, like yours locked out, you should be like that. It should be not a whole lot, and that's probably why. You might also have the, it's set a little bit too low. Yeah, century push. From yesterday, pretty terrible. I didn't know it was a thing. I did not. I'm sure it was wonderful. A lot of coping and mental gymnastics to explain why starting strength is good. Some 5. I said pee hole. Mentioning Paul being injured out of the gym. I mean, eat decent for one thing. Work on what you can. What is epic mustache first? Shave head thing. I just shaved my mustache, sadly. But yeah, maintaining strength. I mean, just do what you can. Work on stuff you normally wouldn't work on. So, for example, working on mobility. Stuff like that will pay dividends once you're able to come back to normal training. I think Mike T and emerging strategy programming. I don't know what the fuck that is. If it's some like revolutionary thing, it's probably bullshit. Welcome, Eddie. I'll do the what you call it, the mohawk and mustache look. The highest squat. It was like 585. That was just squats in place. Jesus, anything deadlift? Response to periodization. Alright, I'll give it a look. I mean, new ideas are always good to hear, but again, if they're claiming something absolutely revolutionary, it's probably not. It's typical. But I'll give it a look. What's it called again? Emerging strategy programming. Okay. I'll try to remember to look it up and set a reminder. Look up emerging strategy programming. Tomorrow at noon. I got you, babe. What do you think of questions with no context and no information? Makes it hard. Press is Olympic style overhead press. So like big lean back. Aren't they allowed to like, what is that strength lifting, what they call it? They can like actually bounce it. So next, stop doing 5x5 like I said last time. You might not like it, but you'll never be able to achieve a 1130-pound V-bar deadlift like Bogey Icing. How did he climb to 1130 on one side of the barbell? Is that what he's claiming now? I just looked at it for like 2 seconds, like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Phil, I'm no longer answering your questions because you ask the same questions every time in different ways. And I answer them, and anyway. Yeah. So he has 1,100 pounds on one side of the barbell. He's fine. Or from certain countries. Watch this, watch this. It's just complete marketing, so starting strength. That's all it is. I lived in Norway. I used to live in Norway, yeah, for 7 years. Time to make a compilation video of various stuff we can't do. We should. My favorite was when he was his original channel, Bogey Ison, when he was squatting an empty barbell and he's like collapsing with it. It's like, what the fuck? I told you, man, you need to build a base. Which you're clearly not done, and they're stalling it like a 125 squat. Watch my how to build a base video, man. I know it sounds like I'm being a dick, but just fucking read and watch stuff, man. Putting a handheld. Some clickbaity titles. I mean, it's a joke because everyone does these top 5 chest builders. That's why they're all just jokes, making fun of those people. It's clickbaity when it's obviously a joke. I actually think you should stick coffee in any orifice besides your mouth. So it's said. Especially on your bum hole. Like a certain Bogey Ison recommends. I'm not really interested in it. Stick coffee in your mouth and that's it. Got you. Which orifice would they be? Oh, so mouth obviously number 1. I'm gonna say nose number 2. Let's see. Ear number 3. Butthole number 4. Pee hole number 5. Yes, that's the one from Fanatic. His bogey suggests he can actually fit 1,000 pounds on one end of the bar in his latest vid. What the hell? Yeah, apparently. And somehow the bar doesn't just snap in half as well. Fucking idiot. Like, clearly a very dumb person. I feel bad for his kids, honestly. To be frank. Bogey. Another beast. Bogey shaman. That should work. So, I mean, they do something. They're not gonna fucking cure cancer though. Just drink it. Do normal shit. I can't put in normal shit anymore. Yeah, I mean, not a good idea. The new thing is like THC suppositories because they give you a body high but not a head high, supposedly. It's so useful in like medical situations, like you get cancer if you don't get high. You can get the pain relieving and anti-nausea aspects of marijuana, but you want to be walking around high as shit. It's kind of interesting. Unless the doctor's telling you to stick something in your butt, don't stick things in your butt. Except maybe, you know, if you're into it, a dick or something. necessarily work. I just meant that you could get, yeah, you did. I mean, you definitely get the caffeine hit. I hate biking. The ass falls asleep. Jared Spalding just hit a 315 bench according to my notifications at 16 years old. Took like a 35-year-old, I don't know, for all 10 years to do. Hello. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, you should just like automatically weigh 260 pounds. Be able to bench 250. Best arm builder? Depends. I'd say bench is a good one. Curls. I'd say overhead press is good. Tricep push downs, like a V-bar. That's about that. As long as I've grown my beard. I've had down to about like here before. Obviously, right there, a while ago though. Pretty good. Look at beard. It's thick. Oh. F space U space L space L. My squat focus one switch deadlift. Never done a complete deadlift focus for any tips. I mean, that's gonna be your main focus. You don't limit your volume in another lift. So, for example, reduce your squat volume, especially. Make sure you're doing accessories that'll keep you happy. So, do some upper back work. Do hamstring isolation and stuff. Yeah. There's no ham bone. Be smart about it. Yeah. He's obviously is or has been on a gear. Do you like riding a bike on the road? I do have a bike. It's been a long time since I've actually ridden a bike. Because fucking inner tube went flat. Too lazy to get replaced. Yeah, I think it's fun. But more fun than sitting here. Honestly. Actually, that punch my bike fixed. Pretty nice bike, actually. My buddy just bought a bike. It was a nice road bike. Paid fucking like $4,500 for it. Seen the video with the kid being attacked during deadlifting? I have. I've also seen everyone leeching on trying to make a response video. That was completely unnecessary. I need to know response. My boy, not twink enough, yes, his username, decided to make a parody of it for his live stream yesterday. Pretty funny. Like, we get it, attacking a teenager is bad. Like, everyone, that's pretty obvious. Which is why Pete, who's a smart person, just put the clip up because there was enough said by itself. Probably go like another 15 minutes, Bobby-ish. The batteries aren't low on this thing. We'll see how long the battery lasts. What was my 2K on the Concept 2? My PR, I was never really good at 2K to be honest, much better at sprints. It was 6:12, 6:15. Can't remember now. I'll have to look at my logs from back in the day. I'm getting old and can't remember shit anymore. It was in the 16s. 6 teams. That's much better at sprinting. 500 or less, my jam. Those big old legs. Strong spine erectors. What you ever notice a shift to my right during squats? Working on your hip mobility, especially. What's probably happening, I'm assuming your left leg's probably caving in slightly, it's one part of it. And then, let's see what else. Your work on your glute strength, so do some single leg work. People are getting split squats especially, do some lunges, do some single leg glute bridges. Really good for that too, like when you're warming up especially, do some of those. Bam, that should usually fix it. Fastest 100-meter sprint on the erg. Let's find out. I'm gonna Do some quick Instagram stalking of myself. I think I have it on there from a while ago. Might take a minute. It's been some years since I actually trained for rowing. Let's see, we're getting there, we're getting there. Actually, my PR on it was interesting enough. I remember it was during 14.6, I think, right? I think it was 14.1, I think. I don't have that now. I remember it was during like a workout actually, so it was doing 10 100-meter sprints. Each one was supposed to get progressively faster, and the 10th one I actually PR'd randomly. 14.1, I want to say. Which is like a, I don't know, that was like 111 pace all time. 14.1. Pretty good at sprints. Not like top of the world or anything, but I think it's like unfair about the ergs. Like that's why Brian Shaw's fucking good. So David, like no technique, just the strongest fucking dude on the planet, and gigantic. So, but I mean, the only tied the record actually for 100. The Ross Love is the guy who also has the record. Like did, maybe it's changed now, but. My girlfriend wants to start working out with me. I tips for helping girls with programming. I usually say women should do a little bit more volume. So, for example, if a guy would do 5 sets of 3, maybe they should do 6 sets of 3, or 5 sets of 4, the same percentage. Women are typically better at grinding stuff out, partially because they're worse at expressing top-end strength, but also I think they're mentally tougher than men in general. So, I think do a little more volume. You typically recover a little faster than men do. Recover can handle more volume because of that. Other than that, not a whole lot different really, just a little more volume. I think it can be good, like especially in AMRAPs when they're starting out, really useful. Yeah. How much forward lean is acceptable in low bar squatting? It depends a bit on your anatomy, but it shouldn't be that poor woman through all this training that I made a video about. Working on red. Oh, did I? My bad, David. I must have done it when in my sleep or something. I'll message you after this, dude. My bad. Coffee. 6 gallons. Definitely 6 gallons. It's the key. But asking one max for women, should I just get her to test directly? Just get used to the movement first. Watch my hierarchy of movements video. Start them that way. Get it like for squat, goblet squat, then front squat, then back squat. Get used to it. Just kind of work things up slowly. You can take it the first couple of days, just kind of test stuff out, see where her strength is. She'll be like kind of naturally strong, so see if she can squat well with a goblet squat, and then go from there. But if she can easily do like a 45-pound goblet squat, then you can probably start with front squats. Have her do some mobility stuff starting out, of course. You can make that a habit. Have her start with in the right direction. Piper squats. Do they care over anything? No. It's just fun. I believe I have the unofficial world record in that. Mostly just because no one else does them, but I only did them like twice, but no problem, Joy. Yeah, the women I train, it's pretty much always doing more volume than men are at similar percentages and stuff. Another good tip for women, because I think the goal for a lot of women is like being able to do a push-up and a pull-up. I think that's big for a lot of women to get those. So make that a bit of a focus starting out. Like the average person, if they're just like a normal gym goer, at least when they start out, isn't going to care if their overhead press progresses. They're going to care a lot more if they see that, hey, I couldn't do a push-up and now I can. That's a lot cooler for a lot of people and it's more motivating. So that's a good little tip for the mental side of things. Get good at stuff, I guess, before you worry about the weight, really. Just be encouraging. Like, if you're coaching her and stuff, don't nitpick everything, especially starting out. Just give like tips here and there. Made a video like a month ago about at least how I coach people, giving people, like especially when they're beginners, focusing on one aspect of a lift. So for the squat, like focus on where the knees are tracking that day. And the next time they squat, like everything else can be wrong, but at least they got that one thing down, so they feel like something's been accomplished. And then next time, just like keep that focused and add something to it. That feels better than me. I was using a wide grip when benching. Yeah, it's fine. If it doesn't bother your shoulders, elbows, or wrists, go for it. It's Aurelius. Oh shit, we got a monkey in the background. Look good. Can you get it? Come on.
Oh shit, there's wolves there.
Oh, wow. How you doing, Aurelius? I'm just gonna raise you there.
You still doing 10?
I'm just over half hour. So I got 8 minutes left.
Just love it when you like pop up on just like randomly crawl across.
Soreness that does nothing. I mean, that's something, but
I'm making a little more right now.
not too many.
No, it's
Saturday.
live audience.
Yeah. Just hit a 45 kilo by 5 of a Z press. Nice, dude. I like Z presses. I think the best I've done those when I didn't train, like 85 kilos, whatever that is in pounds, I don't know. That was years ago though. That's it. Yeah, it does give you a headache. I remember when I first started training with Eric, the first time I went over his house, we did rack pulls. So that was when he was like working on them. My God. Looking like Hambo and a bunch of other shit that day too. We did like 5 different lifts. Pretty fun. Good variation from sumo deadlift. Why do you need variations? That's my question, I guess, to you. Other than that, like very small block pulls can be useful for sumo. I think chair deadlifts can be useful for sumo, especially driving home technique if you're new to it. The upper back stuff be really good. Mobility drills, better hip mobility is gonna help a lot with sumo. Ass is on fire. Looking at the wattages that like Tour de France people go, it's fucking insane. I was watching this video about this guy who was taking EPO, which is like endurance athletes will take, it's a performance enhancing drug. Basically, the nitty gritty behind it basically makes you produce more red blood cells. And when the people are on it, if they're smart about it, it'll be monitored in their sleep, because their blood can like just turn to sludge, and when that happens, you have to like hop on a bike and just pedal real hard and go for a while, like make sure you don't die. Disney Blaha Nut Hugger. Hello. Best ab exercise? I think hanging leg raises are good. Probably honestly the best rollouts. Is Brian Ulster Natty? Doubtful. I mean, I don't think he's ever said yet he is, so, but I doubt it. I do sumo twice a week. One day is normal, the other is pause. With my volume, I was wondering what are other good variations. Yeah, like I said, chair deadlift's really good. Some small block pulls. Like really small, for the sumo they should be very big. Like well below the knee. I'm talking like put some pads that are just thick on or something. Useful. Could be deficits aren't very useful for sumo. There's a mess with your hips probably. So. Meats and cheese. Steak. I fucking love cheddar, like really sharp aged cheddar. My favorite cheese, to be honest. Yeah, I mean it's Saturday. Fucking what time is it? Fucking 2. I don't expect a whole bunch of people to be here. Just find more intimate. Best post-workout meal. Peanut butter, I guess. Fatty steaks versus things. I love fat, so fatty steaks. Give it a nice marbling. Good. Love steaks. Oh, Cup Destiny. When's a nice video dropping, bro? Love burgers too. Can't go wrong with a burger. Fucking hate second. My haircut's so bad. There's no shape or anything to it. What are you guys doing? I never asked you guys questions. What are some goals of y'all currently? Big delts. I need to get better at rowing. So I don't do much isolation for my delts. I mean, do some band pull aparts. Usually like every couple days. See my shoulders happy. Start to squat nice. And it's about rowing, honestly. That's honestly my best feature. That they actually make the rest of my shoulders small because they overpower a little bit. But it's not a bad thing. Having strong, big rear delts is good. Not shoulder issues. My body believe that rack pulls develop lower back better than rows. I don't think they do. I think bodybuilders don't do rack pulls very often. My goal is rack pull behind the nutsack. So not behind the back, behind the nutsack. You like put your nuts over the bar, then like if this is the bar, your nuts just kind of in the opposite video and front delts. That's how it used to be. Like. I thought they had like small delts or anything, but I think when I first started lifting, when I was like pressing, I didn't know how to use my chest or anything, just all shoulders. Working a shit job for summer, I'm so myself. Oh god, my ass is asleep. Fucking sucks. I don't know so many goals. Robin's got a 200 kilo squat. Got a chest pad accident. I've just been blowing up lately, actually. Doing these, like, I mean, when I'm benching, I've just been doing the high volume stuff lately, like today too. So it's really making my chest blow up a lot, honestly. Just every day. Yeah, I'm doing push-ups once a week right now. But my first like introduction to like lifting was when I was in high school. I started doing push-ups every day. Like I'd come home from cross-country practice or track or basketball or whatever. And before I'd shower, I had those like perfect push-up handles, you know? And I would do some like wide grip ones, my hands this way, I'd do some close grip, some neutral grip, I'd do some reverse grip ones, all the failure of course, I know what the fuck I was doing. And I'd do some on the floor too. You know, everything has to have a fancy name now. Just like say you're doing it every day. Nucleus overload. Bullshit. With orifices, who I talked earlier. I think I said mouth, nose, ears, butthole, pee hole. Shittiest job you ever had? Mine was delivering bills in a really nasty neighborhood. Mine was, I worked at a daycare in high school, summer before my senior year, daycare for special needs children. It wasn't children, it was like from age 5 to 18. And all varying degrees of special needs. So like autistic kids with feeding tubes, like every sort of special needs you can possibly imagine. And it was just my bosses were idiots. So like my first day there was this kid, completely non-functional pretty much, like didn't really talk, and he had one arm that was functional though, so it was like super jacked. So that's all he ever did anything with. And I was changing his diaper, and this kid's like 15 or 16 too. He was like 2 years younger than me at the time. And I put the dirty diaper next to his good arm, not thinking about it, and he picks it up, starts fucking lassoing it. So me and the girl with me were just covered in shit and piss, and what else was in there, who knows. Pretty bad. Temperatures every hour. Seen the movie Commando Campers 3. Can't say I have. I see Commando with Arnold. Fucking awesome. I pushed him. Max back then was like 12 reps. Another really bad one. So there's these 2 twins, and they were like fully functional. They just had like the most severe case of ADHD you can possibly imagine. Like talking to them, they'd be like, I don't know, like, that shirt's purple. Speaking of purple, Barney the dinosaur. Speaking of dinosaurs, Jurassic Park. Speaking of Jurassic Park, the logo had bones on it. Speaking of bones, like that's how they talk. It was just like tangent upon tangent. The ADHD was so bad. But so they're like 11 or 12, I think. And my bosses thought it would be a great idea to take all the kids on a field trip on a train from Kenosha to Chicago and back. So we're all locked in this metal tube that's loud, and kids are freaking out. And these 2 kids, the ADHD, they had just learned about 9/11. So every single person of color that came into or onto the train, they'd point at and yell terrorist. So we had to keep telling them to stop and like apologize to all these people. And so some of the other higher functioning kids started catching on, like, oh, there's terrorists on the train, so we're freaking the fuck out, yelling terrorists at random people and shit. So that's it. I just hate working out in regular gyms. In my town, there's only bodybuilding gyms and cross shit boxes. True, Jason D. Blah, Hugger, they do have squat racks and barbells at least. Will vegans gains kill himself? I don't watch him. You seem depressed? Can you imagine training? Oh my god, it'd be awful. My battery's about to die. I'll go like 3 or 4 more minutes, guys. That's a Smolov Junior bench program. I think it's a little overkill, to be honest. It's not to say it's bad. A lot of people use it to work, and it works, but I think it's a little overkill. I know a lot of people run like variations of Smolov. They get a good max at the end of it, but then like everything significantly drops off again. They come out of it not much stronger than they went in. That's my experience. And people at least read about who've like ran Smolov and whatnot. Got like a pair of 45s and tell me to do good form. So no, yeah. Yeah. What's wrong with the bodybuilding gym? The bodybuilding gym is usually pretty well equipped. There's about a pair of 45s. Maybe a shitty CrossFit gym. Been rowing every day. Kind of rowing like with weights or like on a row machine. I think both are good. Do the box squats, the band around your waist work as intended. It was more of an experiment. Yeah, I didn't really do anything, to be honest. It was interesting, made it hard, but that's about it. I definitely felt my glutes more than I normally would, but it just limits the weight, and my glutes are never my problem, really. What city are you in? Just no 25s and no 45s. What the fuck? Yeah, you should change gyms. I think you'll continue working in the fitness industry for life. What would you want to do if you weren't working in fitness? I hope so. I don't see why I wouldn't, I guess. Obviously, as you get older, it's harder to train people. Open a gym eventually again. Yeah, if I wasn't doing it, I was doing music probably. Maybe recording engineer or something. Yeah, you can barbell every day. But a guy came up to me and said you shouldn't go ahead deep on squats or bench. Oh god. Bucharest, nice. I never made it to Romania, sadly, when I was in Europe. Parts lovely though. I'm doing floor presses. If I can't get the bar to touch the chest, is it safe to place a fat bumper plate under my back to elevate myself to the bar? I mean, it shouldn't touch your chest for doing floor presses. Unless you like don't have access to a bench, why not just bench them? The point of the floor press is that your range is limited. My personal experience, floor presses don't really do anything. For me. I don't really have people do them ever. Do you like dead presses without reverse bands? I do. I think those are very useful. I think they're more useful than the floor press. I'm boiling hot. I want that shit cold. The ash coverage is not so nice anymore. That's unfortunate. Seems to be par for course here as well. 2 more minutes, guys. I gotta go. Got shit to do. Gotta go. Woodman's, the greatest place on earth, for some food. I have a new viewer. My coach on in the same bodybuilding gym. See, Robin. To me when I was benching and told me, bro, you should not arch that much. It's bad for your back. Also, by my grip. My message keeps getting deleted. I'm not sure why. I'm guessing you're using some racial slurs or something, maybe. I haven't touched it. I haven't deleted anyone on this stream yet. Maybe a bad internet connection or something, bro. I don't know. I'm seeing you now. Saturday. Why I look so tired? I just biked. I did a crazy upper body workout and I just biked for a half hour. That's why I look so tired. Finally met someone cool at my gym the other day. He squatted 675 for 2. Nice. But his body weight is probably 350. Whatever. I'm the only strong natties in the gym. Anyone even almost strong is rounded. I don't think I was the only one at that gym who can bench 60 kilos for 5. Wait, say rounded, isn't it? So 675 for 2 is a big squat. Even if you have 30 pounds. I'm about done, so 1 more minute. Are we going right to Woodman's? We're going right to Woodman's? Oh, okay. And time. Yeah. Sounds about right. Okay. Someone show me the source or read the source where another talked about coffee enema. I believe he said he had either cured cancer with it or he had heard of someone curing cancer with it, and I can assure you either one, it's bullshit. All poor teenagers taking coffee in the butt. That's pretty sad, it really is. There's a pretty good lifting culture in Madison, I gotta say. More upper chest bench or overhead press. Probably bench, honestly. Has some Q&As in Nether up. Fucking Nether. Still at it. Trying to be low-key cult leader. Control called Anima, and you'll find the timestamp in the description. Oh man, Nether. So yeah, he's still uploading his 2 new channels. One where he fakes lifts every day and every time, and the one where he talks about, you know, how you gotta be positive and then is not positive at all. Put some barbell 21s for biceps. Definitely gets a good pump, and that can lead to growth. I don't think it's a magic thing, but I mean, a lot of people do them. It's a good, like, quote-unquote finisher. College really helping the gym there. It's a good culture. What college you going to, bruh? Yeah, it's a good lifting culture, man. There's a lot of strong people coming from here. Yeah, Pete Rubish, obviously, Eric, Bill Kazmaier. All right, boys, I need to get going. I got shit to do today. It's getting late. Ladder raising is after heavy overhead press. Yeah, why not? Can be good. All day, every day. All right, guys, I gotta go. I love you all. I'll see you all in hell.